What's up guys, Meredith with AmericanTrucks.com, and today we are checking out the Morimoto XB LED headlights with the chrome housing and the clear lens, fitting all 2015 through 2019 Silverado 2500s. Now, new headlights are a pretty easy way to refresh the front of your truck, whether your current set has sun damage, fogging on the inside, or just isn't cutting it with the lighting performance. Now, these will be a great solution to modernize the look and drastically increase the light output, while also being great for the Silverado owner who wants a set that's going to match with the rest of the chrome when it comes to the styling on the front end. Now, taking a closer look, like it says in the name, these will have a chrome housing on the front or the outer portion that will really go with any other chrome accent on the truck, and they are going to be completely stick-on, which we'll get to in just a second, just like every other Silverado headlight. Now, these are also going to have a black inner housing with intricate detailing, which will add a lot to the styling. Now, I do like that it's going to offer a good balance between a darker appearance on the inside to contrast those bulbs for a sleek appearance, while keeping it classic for the feel of the chrome border. Now, the lighting on the inside is probably the most impressive, with a bi-LED high and low beam fitted behind each of those projector lenses that will optimize the beam pattern, making it a lot more concise and offering a full beam pattern rather than scattering like a halogen would, which will ultimately allow you to see better at night, especially on those darker back roads. Now, accenting the driving lights will be an upper and lower LED DRL strip for your running lights and your turn signals that will offer sequential or standard functions for some additional style. Now, this set will have a PPS plastic housing, which is great for what these are, being really good when it comes to longevity in the strength of the housing, but also resistant to high temps, which will be good since they are backed up against that engine bay. Now, speaking of the housing, this also comes with the chrome housing that is removable. This is going to have multiple clips that will clip into the front of the headlight and automotive grade 3M tape, so you can ensure that this is going to stay in place for the long run. Now, the lens on the front will have a polycarbonate construction, which is a tough plastic material that's impact resistant, and this one specifically will be UV coated for a new appearance over time, resisting any yellowing or oxidation that you would see with older headlights. Now, the LEDs will also come with a die-cast aluminum heat sink to ensure that they are going to be operating efficiently and not overheating with those longer duty cycles. Now, the best part of all is that this kit is going to be plug and play. It does come with a harness for that, and it's going to be straightforward when it comes to install, which we'll show you in just a minute. Now, this will be a premium choice for lighting at about $1,600. Now, comparing this to others available, I think that this is a good investment for the Silverado owner doing a lot of night driving and wants a light that's going to last when it comes to the construction. Not to mention, you're getting both the classic uniform appearance while adding that modern function and modern appearance into the mix, which I think is a great combo if you're looking for a subtle way to add both with a set of headlights that you can count on. Now, install will be a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, and probably take you an hour to get the job done with some pretty basic hand tools and no wiring at all. You just have this fuse tap wiring harness that is plug and play. Now, speaking of the install, one of our customers here has actually put these on their truck and is going to walk you through what that process looks like step by step. So that is going to wrap it up for me. Let's go ahead and jump into the install.
These are the tools that I use to take off my headlights and replace the new headlights with the Morimoto XB LEDs. Try to go real quick here. This is a flathead screwdriver. It's got a long extension to it. That was used to pry the clips off the grill where they attach to the truck itself. And I did add this. I used this for taking out the fuse. It's just a lot easier for me. It's long enough and I can grip it that way. And then you have the automotive tool here, which is just taking off the plastic tips, plastic clips right underneath there. And then that is just for using to pry the plastic clips a little more so I can get to it with this tool. And then I have the two wrenches here, extension, and then I have the air tool here, what I used to get the last bolt out that's underneath the wheel well. that attaches the bottom of the headlight. And then I just use this to add on to my air tool so I can put my sockets on there. I use a 10mm socket hex here, and that I use to mount to my drill. And then you have the 10mm socket that I use to attach to that, which attach to that, and or one of these tools. And then you have the T15 star key, which I used for taking off the little screws underneath to hold the wheel cover on. And this is just an extension for that I can use on my drill to mount to, or to attach to the sockets there. Then I have the drill. Hi guys, today I'm going to be replacing my stock headlights on my 2015 2500 HD Silverado. Alright guys, I'm going to be taking off the tabs on the plastic shield for the fan, which are, for my truck it has 12. So we'll start over here, pop them up. Put them on my little cup. And all you're doing is just getting underneath it. First the top part, and then the bottom. And then you get the top part, and then pop up the bottom. And get underneath there. Pop up those. It's easy with the pry tool that you can buy auto store anywhere, really, pretty much. It's a lot easier to use these to get the tabs up. And you can't get them up, that's why I had a flathead screwdriver that I can get underneath to get the tab up, put those up, to pop that up. So and I just lost one. Okay, I'll get it later when I take off the headlight. And we have two more over here. So I should have all 12 of them. Now all we'll be doing is taking off the plastic shield here, which comes up fairly easy. Up. Now we're going to be taking these 4 bolts off. 1, 2, 3, and oops, sorry, 4. That's going to be a 10mm hex. Okay, from here I'm going to be taking off the grill, front grill, which you have, see, you have, if I can get to them, you have one tab here, one tab here, a tab on each end, and a tab in here. I know it's hard to see, but they're tabs that hold the grill on. And I'll just be actually just prying those out. Okay, now we're going to be taking out the tabs on the lower end. There are 4 tabs down there. It's really hard to see. I'll show you them. I'll pop them out. So here are all the tabs. The lower tabs are right there. The upper tabs are here, 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 and there. The lower ones are there, 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 and that one. All you do is get something in, you twist and pop them out. Okay guys, I've pried the tabs for the grill so I can pull it off now. And all you do is pretty much grab it, lift it up a little bit, pull it out, put it aside. Now from here we're going to be taking off this headlight, driver's side headlight, and there's 3 bolts on the top that you can get to. One here, and one here. So those are also 10 millimeters. I'll be taking off. There is one that's underneath the headlight itself that's in the wheel well. You have to access it to the wheel well. You have this one, that one, and that one. We'll take off the top side. Now there is one underneath that you have to access to the wheel well. That will be taking off this using the T15 star bit, and I'll probably actually go ahead and take this one, the second one off, so I can pull this back to get to it. Let that drop. I'll pick it up. Okay guys, I'm going to show you the bolt that's that you have to get access underneath the wheel well cover to get to it. It is, so you can see it, it's that bolt right there. I'm shining on. See that flat thing right there? That's the mount for the bottom of the headlight. So that bolt right there I need to get to. So let me get that out and I'll be with you in just a few minutes. Okay guys, I've taken off the bolt that holds the bottom of this headlight in that you access underneath the wheel well. 3 more bolts here, here, and here need to be taken off. Let me go ahead and take those off. Put them in my cup so I don't lose them. Also on these headlights, for this connection up here, the mount up here, it does have a little plastic tab, so all you need to do is just put a flathead screwdriver underneath here, and pop it up, and it'll come right off. So now, the headlight comes right out. This connection right here. And all you do is press that little tab down and pull it out, and the connection comes right out. So that's it. So let me get everything set up. I'll be right back. Now what we're going to be doing is connecting the wire harness to the fuse box. Wire harness that came with the Morimoto XB LED lights. And this is it's a DRL, which makes the nice bright white color of the headlights. So let's start on this and be right here. What we're doing is popping the fuse box, which in my Silverado is on the driver's side, which probably most of them are. We're going to be using the fuse number 39, which is just a miscellaneous ignition. So it's all I'm doing is just pulling it out, and then I'll be installing the wire harness. And there's a there's a short end that of course will be going to your driver's side, and then the longer end which will feed over to your passenger side. So let me get this into the fuse box, make the connection. So again, we're replacing the fuse number 39, which is just the ignition, miscellaneous ignition. Again, that truck doesn't know anything, and this is replacing it, so it's just doing the same thing as the previous fuse for the truck itself. But for the lights, it's giving that nice bright white color. This is where it goes right here, and that's what it looks like. It fits down in there where the previous one was and doesn't obstruct anything. So headlight real soon. Again, you can just put your cover right back on, snap it in, and it's ready to go. So like I said before, the short end's going to your driver's side, and just feeding the longer end to the passenger side. Okay, what we're doing next is we're going to be putting in the new headlights in here, and the connections are real easy. The existing connection here that comes from your truck is going to be hooking on to connection that comes out of the back of the headlights, and it's real simple. It just snaps right into place. Like that. Just push it. It's good to go. Now this blue wire right here with the connection on it will be going to the wire from our fuse box that we made earlier. And all you do is snap them together. You hear the snap, there you go. Now, this connection that's over here, you can see it. It's got the purple and green wire coming out of it right here. That's basically for your turn signals. And with it connected like this, it's going to, when you turn your signal on, it's just going to blink, blink, blink. Now, if you disconnect it, then what happens is you have that sequential. It's up to you which way you like them. I prefer mine to be unhooked, so I can have that effect to it, which is the newer style design, whatever. Otherwise, all the harnesses are hooked up, and all you do is going to be installing this back where the original was. Three bolts. There's a little nipple that's on the right side over here that's on the truck itself. There's a little slot where this will slide into. So just make sure when you're installing it to look at it and make sure it goes through that little hole. Otherwise, we're going to install these, tighten them up a little bit, and then I'll make sure they're lined up with your seam on your truck. Look good. No adjustments need to be made. So they're good to tighten down. And now I need to install the lower connection bolt there. That's behind the wheel well here. Okay, we got the driver's side light in. The bolts tighten up here, here, and here. This is where the nipple is. It's when you're pulling the headlight off. Just put a screwdriver underneath the flathead and pop it up, and it comes right off. Also, on the headlight itself has a little nipple right around this area that fits into a little slot on the truck itself. Just make sure that's all lined up. So the bolt that's underneath the wheel well has been tightened up, so I'll be putting these mounts back on. Okay guys, the Morimoto XB LED lights have been installed.
So that's going to wrap it up for my review and the install of this Morimoto XB LED headlight set with the chrome housing and the clear lens, fitting all 2015 through 2019 Silverado 2500s, and you can find these right here at AmericanTrucks.com.